There were chaotic scenes today as bailiffs moved in to evict dozens of squatters at an estate in North London. Since February, over 100 residents have had to move out of Way estate in Whetstone, which has provided homes to military families in the past and more recently for social tenants. There are plans for the buildings to make way for hundreds of new flats. Alpa Patel reports.
It began at 8 a.m. Bailiffs sent to empty out over 50 homes, 100 or so people, mainly squatters, members of various anti-capitalist groups like Occupy and Anonymous. Some climbed to evade eviction, including Ruxy, who we managed to talk to on the phone.
From my point of view, it's legal, but it's not moral. I know that people regard us as squatters, but it's a bit more than that. I mean, it's not just for our own needs. Some of us indeed don't have other places to go, but you can always go back to your mom and your dad or to other friends. Most of us are here because we believe in this.
She was forced down along with the rest of her friends, although some resisted more than others. Back on the ground, Ruxy explained why she is so passionate.
I worked as an estate agent, don't get me wrong, in Marylebone, so I've been on the other side. I've worked for corporations and don't get me wrong, I was loving it, but it wasn't right.
The company says that you are squatting here illegally.
Okay, they say that. I say that I need a home. I need a roof over my head. I'm not allowed to set up a tent anywhere because that's private land. So what am I expected to do?
The Way estate belongs to Annington's Property Limited, who intend to redevelop the site. In 1996, Annington leased their properties to the Ministry of Defence. In 2008, the MOD decided the properties were no longer required and so handed them back to Annington, who allowed them to be used as temporary accommodation. In December 2014, planning consent was granted to redevelop the site. And in January 2015, tenants were told to vacate the properties. And that's when the squatters moved in. Annington Property says it is regrettable when homes need to be demolished. But the redevelopment will see an increase in homes from the current 142 to 288. 59 will be affordable housing. Well, most of the protesters and squatters have now left the site, but a small number have now barricaded themselves near this house over here. That is number 46, where the last remaining tenant on this site lives. He is an Iranian refugee, a disabled man who lives there with his two sons. He will find out today when he will be evicted. An hour later, the High Court decided the family can be evicted at any time, and that has again inflamed tensions at Way. Protesters saying they will support the family and help them resist eviction. Well, Barnet Homes, who have been providing that family with housing, say they have offered them alternative housing, but the family say that they don't want it because it does not provide enough provision for the disability of their father. Now, I want to show you the protesters up here. They say that they're going to stay here until their needs are met, that the family's needs are met, that they should not be evicted, and that simply that it is not fair to evict a disabled man and his family. So a protest that is very much going on this evening.
Alpa, thanks very much for that update. Alpa Patel there.